John Wick proved everyone wrong 7 years ago, and will do it again if Keanu Reeves returns in John Wick 5. John Wick did something truly impressive and surprising in 2017, and if Keanu Reeves returns for John Wick 5, the franchise will almost definitely do it again. After the ending of John Wick, Chapter 4, the future of the franchise looks somewhat uncertain. There are a number of upcoming John Wick spin-offs in varying stages of development, including Ana de Armas Ballerina and Donnie Yen's Kane spin-off, as well as the upcoming TV show Under the High Table. Even with so many new projects on the horizon, however, it's not clear if Keanu Reeves will continue to play John Wick. After 10 years of John Wick, Keanu Reeves is almost synonymous with the eponymous character. It's hard to imagine anyone leading the John Wick franchise, even though there are already a few contenders. As such, there's a chance that Reeves could return to the confirmed John Wick 5. The ending of John Wick, Chapter 4, however, was a nearly perfect ending for the character, and many viewers may not want to see John's story get overly drawn out. Luckily, the John Wick franchise has already faced this exact problem 7 years ago, and it solved everything beautifully. When the original John Wick came out in 2014, it didn't seem like it could conceivably turn into a franchise. The first movie ended with John killing Viggo Tarasov, Michael Nyqvist, and adopting his new dog from the shelter, both of which seemed like a good place to leave his emotional story. John had gotten his revenge for the death of his first dog, and Marcus, Willem Dafoe, he had found a new way to move on after his wife's passing, and he had gotten out of the assassin's life a second time. John Wick could have ended there, and his story would still have reached a satisfying and complete conclusion. But obviously, John Wick did not end with the first installment. John Wick, Chapter 2 brought the assassin back in such an inventive way that it turned it into one of the biggest action franchises of modern day. Santino D'Antonios, Riccardo Scamarcio, Marker served as both the perfect excuse to bring John back into the assassin's life and the perfect way to expand upon the world of John Wick in an interesting and organic way. It's rare that an unnecessary sequel turns out to be good, but John Wick 2 wasn't just good, it was amazing. Now, John Wick is in a very similar situation to the one it was in back in 2017. After the ending of John Wick, Chapter 4, John's story reached a natural stopping point. He seemingly died after killing Marquis. He finished his business with the High Table, and he was finally able to remember his wife peacefully. Keanu Reeves' character doesn't have to return for John Wick 5, but if he does, it will likely be just as natural and great as the way he came back for John Wick, Chapter 2. While leaving John's story on a note as definitive as his death would be a fitting farewell to the character, the franchise has also earned its fans' trust. It's clear that if John Wick director Chad Stahelski wants to bring Keanu Reeves' character back, he's going to do it well. As impossible as it seems to continue John's story right now, and as much as John's death seems like the perfect ending to the legendary assassin, Stahelski will find a way. He already did it with John Wick 2, and the rest of the franchise has been so genre-defining and expectation-defying that he's earned the faith of his fans. If his vision for the future of John Wick includes Keanu Reeves, he surely has a plan to reintroduce him. While reintroducing Reeves as John Wick would work, that doesn't necessarily mean it will happen. The John Wick franchise already has quite a few irons in the fire, from Ballerina to the Kane spin-off. If one of the upcoming John Wick spin-offs resonates with audiences, there's still a chance that John's death will remain permanent. Ana de Armas or Donnie Yen could easily become the new face of the John Wick franchise. If that's the case, Keanu Reeves won't have to come back for John Wick 5, though it's good to know the franchise can always fall back on him.